Welcome everyone to Chrissy's Trading Desk. On today's episode, I wanted to do a reaction of reactions because I am extremely new to this trading community. Although I am not new to YouTube, I have various other channels. I have a channel where I do cover things like scams, actually. I've never covered like any trading scams because, again, I'm extremely new to this. So I have been deep diving on all of the trading scams, and there's one channel that sticks out the most to me about uncovering the scams, so to speak, in this trading community here on YouTube. And his name is ImanTrades, I believe it's pronounced. And his videos to me are hysterical. They make me laugh, and it does make you realize a lot of other things that are going on in this community and what not to kind of like have a pitfall into. And I thought I was going to also cover this other guy just a little bit because I actually like his channel too. It's called Mr. Boogeyman, and he uncovered some things too that I was not aware that takes place in this trading community. So if you want video on how a lot of these scams kind of work, I'm going to go through all of his videos. I'm going to kind of click around, see his most popular ones. Before we jump into that, I do want to show my gains and losses for the week, and I want to make it clear I'm doing this just for learning purposes for myself. I don't have a trading guru. The only person that I've been following lately has been Ross Cameron from Trading Warrior or Warrior Trading. And I know that from watching this guy's, this ImanTrades, watching his videos, that he was like slapped with a lawsuit allegedly. I don't know what happened. It just seems like everybody that ends up being big has some sort of affiliation to something shady. And I definitely don't want to ever become like that. I really would like to just keep everything for free like he does. I know I do have meditations posted, but that's something that I truly, truly believe in. And I actually started doing for myself as well, not just for the YouTubes. I do love that too. If I was able to be monetized, that would be fantastic. But at the end of the day, I wanted to be able to have my own hypnosis out here to listen to. So I figured I would just create a library of them and have it out there for other people to consume if it does help them while they're falling asleep. Instead of listening to like a normal trading video, I was like, let me create a hypnosis because I truly do believe in that. I'm halfway through my hypnosis certification right now. I have to finish it, to be honest with you. I believe in the power of all of that, and I actually have another channel where I do talk about like crazy concepts like that too. I am a conspiracy theorist. You will see this kind of come up in some of the stuff that he talks about. That's probably why I'm so interested in a lot of it and just like the uncoveringness of the scams. But I am trying to trade, I am trying to learn, and I'm learning through Chat GPT. I don't know if it's like a not a great idea to learn from chat, but it's been really helping me. I'm kind of using it as like a mentor, so to speak. I'm asking it questions, I'm showing it different pictures of the stocks and the candles and how they're moving and what's going on and when I should get in and get out. So I do use Chat GPT. I'm not trying to like hide that or not disclose that. I really enjoy that, but I figured I could also come to the YouTube streets and figure some stuff out too, even from people in the comments. I heard that Reddit's a good place too, so I'm gonna go there as well. But even in the comments, if you want to tell me what I did wrong, I'm happy to listen to that. And I'm not claiming that I'm attempting to teach you in any of those meditations because like I'm a professional trader or something like this. Like this has been a majority of the trades that I took last week. Some of them are still sitting there. I haven't sold them yet. But and here's another thing, like, I don't know. I think I'm allowed to show this. I don't think it shows any of my information. And that's what I get confused about, like what you are and aren't supposed to show on these platforms and what people show. And I don't even know how people like live trade without showing their account numbers and stuff like this. Like, I know it blocks it out on Charles Schwab. They would still like partially see your information. I don't know. I guess I would have to like figure out how people do that. But I do have a paper account too that I've traded in a few times. I actually earned more money when I took a higher stock bid. I think I made like 6 grand off of it. And then I started going over to just real trading. You'll see here I actually thought I made more money than I did, but I didn't when I really looked and figured out how to see the realized loss and gains. That's like an embarrassing amateur mistake. I thought I made like $100 or something, and I only made like $10. It was embarrassing. But you live and you learn, but it was still like money earned or whatever. Different trades that I took, and you'll see here that I did lose somehow. And I don't even know how I lost. Like, I feel like there was probably some sort of fee associated to this. And I know another stock, I'm probably going to lose like $5 because I didn't realize there was a fee associated to it. I have to pay attention to that when I'm purchasing things, like realizing and making that click. But I've gone really small. I'm never going to like go to a prop firm or anything of that nature. If I wanted to fund my account, I could, but I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to practice. I'm by trade, been corporate my whole life. I have not traded. I've earned my money through climbing the ladder in the corporate world, but now I'm ready to dive in because, to be honest with you, my area of expertise is resiliency, and it is a lot about being able to manage risk. So I thought that this could be a good area for me to just try out, and I've had some successes. Obviously I lost some money so far, and I know you are going to always anticipate losses. So I anticipate that I'll lose in the future too. Like, I know it's delusional thinking to think I'm going to hit every single trade every single time and always be in the green or what have you. So I'm starting slow. I'm going to keep going. I know some people say it's foolish to day trade, that most people fail. But I figured, hey, why not let me try? Because I do have a vested interest in wanting to learn how to understand the market and how to invest anyway. So I'm never going to stop attempting to invest and put my money someplace where it's going to earn me. So it's not anything lost if I attempt to trade and I don't ever make it big. I'm not somebody who's the gambling type. I'm risk adverse. It probably would end up on the end where I'm not going to be that crazy trader and attempt to make $1 million in like 30 days. And I will say it is nice that this gentleman does call these people out, because especially on social media, I will say that it can make you feel bad because you see these like 25-year-old kids, even younger, like 19, 20, buying Lamborghinis and trading all these insane stocks, apparently, quote unquote, making gobs of money for themselves, purchasing houses, paying off their parents' houses, like all this crazy stuff where I'm like, man, I effed up. I should have been doing this in my 20s or what have you. 42, so I kind of am behind. Thankfully, I have some capital to play with. I'm not an insane gambler, so you're not going to see me on this channel blowing accounts and things of this nature, because that seems like it's also popular in this community to like blow your accounts. You're also not going to see me being like a nut with stuff. I'm never going to be selling courses and things of this nature, because after I watched this stuff, it just seems like it's a nightmare to do any of this. The only thing you'll see on my channel is probably lots of hypnosis and just journaling and talking about my trades and asking for help, if anything. And then by proxy, people helping me, it could potentially help you, and you could see my mistakes and learn, because I'm not going to pretend that I'm some guru, because it's insane in these YouTube streets. I've never seen anything quite like some of this stuff that I've heard that we're about to look at. This is really like money out of thin air, but it's definitely scamming. And it's like I'm justified a bit when I hear some of this stuff, because it's like, okay, so some of these things I'm seeing that they're acting as if they're making millions of dollars. I don't have to feel that bad about, because some of it may have been a falsity. Just maybe something from a survivorship bias, like these are the only ones that are making it, but we're highlighting that. And we're not highlighting all the ones that didn't actually make it. But it seems that a lot of these folks haven't really made it, and they're faking the funk. So that's what we're going to see here. But yes, these were my trades. Very low amounts of money that I was up, but I was up nonetheless. And I was using, I guess, what would be considered like a scalping style, because I did trade all of these pretty quickly. Like, I don't think I held on to like CYN. I didn't hold on too long. The one underneath the L, I think is that LDR. That one I didn't hold on to very long. The sound I did hold on to. I didn't hold on to that Eon resources, I don't think. And NVIDIA I did hold on to for a little bit, and I made the amateur mistake of like buying these random ass big stocks when I should have been buying smaller ones. So I just sold them off at like a little bit of a profit, because I held on to them, because I knew they were gonna, I felt like they were gonna go up, and I know you're not supposed to like do that, but certain stocks people are always raving about, and it seems like they're always going to be on an upward trend for the most part. So here is his channel, and if you just go to his videos and we click on the most popular one, we can see here that he is just exposing people what seems left and right.
Or even just any broker statements over a year. Nobody would buy something from unprofitable traders, and that's why everyone you're thinking of hides their long-term broker.
It's a shame, because I still do. It's like you basically just have to know you don't need to spend money if you don't really want to. The chances of you spending the money and then maybe not getting a return could occur. Although all experience, I would think, is like decent experience, but that doesn't always seem to be the case all the time. It seems like you really have to just sit and trade and trade and trade on your own, and you can listen to people. Ridiculous when it sounds like a lot of these folks end up making their money through courses.
Everyone you're thinking of hides their long-term broker statements. From the most obvious red flags to many tactics you're unaware of, this is how you detect a fake trading guru who sells something because they aren't making money from trading. These statements are the only way to prove profitability, because all other tactics can easily be faked or manipulated. You're not going to find this information from whoever you're currently wondering about, and you should now be wondering, what could possibly be the reason that they don't show their true trading performance? This video could end right now, because saying this just ruined almost every single trading influencer. The only thing funnier than a fake guru flaunting wealth is the ones who only do it after they become popular online and have been selling something for a while.
This is interesting. Like, I guess he's calling out this one gentleman who lived in like a property that was extremely inexpensive, and then it moved to like a multi-million-dollar property, which, you know, especially if you haven't earned it from trading, I get why it can be definitely shady. You're essentially acting like you can trade, or you're faking it, or you're doing it on like these fake accounts, and then you draw people in, and that's how you're earning all your money. It's not through trading, and people think it's through trading, and they're none the wiser. And meanwhile, you have certain I guess, like prop traders that if you do ads for, or if you promote, they could pay you out on things. And it seems like the more you lose, the more they gain, which is kind of crazy. I think the one guy with the boogeyman was disclosing that, and I didn't know that that was the case.
Which is obviously where the money came from. ICT lived in a cheap townhouse before he ran the mentorships that made him millions, and now flaunts his house, Corvettes, RV, and everything else. If you want to see the video he intentionally didn't bring attention to because nothing can be refuted and is a full history of his fraud, click the video in the top right. All of this is just a marketing tactic to get you to buy their various products, and some of them have even been caught renting or leasing these things to give the illusion of wealth.
Yeah, this isn't only just in this area. There's a lot of different areas that they do this in. I am technically in the quote unquote, what you would call the manifestation community. I do create videos about that, but a lot of my videos are talking about the fraudulence of a lot of it and the scammingness of it all, where I do personally believe in reality creation. But if you abuse it and you act as if people need to pay you exorbitant amount of money to be able to figure out how to do it, I feel like that's nothing but a scam. Like, you can get enlightenment on your own. You don't have to pay a guru to show you how to achieve enlightenment. And it's the same thing, it seems to be, with trading. You don't need to pay anybody to teach you necessarily how to trade.
Obviously, this money is not from trading, or they'd show broker statements. Which brings us to selling courses, mentorships, services, private discords, trade alerts, and everything else. Show me someone who claims to be profitable that sells something and has third-party.
I like Ross. I feel like he's nice or something, but it sounds like there was consumer harm, and that's not cool. I found his videos to be helpful, but obviously the FTC didn't think so. And maybe now things are different. I got wind of him after all this stuff happened.
Party audited broker statements, or even just any broker statements over a year. The only one I know of is Ross Cameron, who deservedly got sued for millions by the US government. For everyone else, this is how they make money. Not from trading. Trade alerts are almost always manipulated to appear like they work, and one tactic is by giving ambiguous multiple profit targets so that after price reverses, they can just lie and say that the highest profit target was hit. Everything you need to know about trading can be done for free, but you think the cost of something equals its value. Yet if that shortcut your brain does that usually works actually apply to trading,
well, they do. The thing is a lot of people in this community will tell you that, like, if you give something for free, a lot of people just don't pay attention to it.
enough to be profitable, then we'd all be millionaires right now. Watch the video in the top right to learn more about that. Don't take it from me though. Here's a tweet from ICT himself saying that these people sell something because they can't sustain themselves from trading, even though this is coming from the guy who made several millions from mentorships and still isn't profitable 25 years of trading. If red flags are warning signs, then the following is like getting fucking...
Yeah, it sounds like the jackpot here is getting people to perceive you as extremely profitable and not ever show any of your losses, and just talk about like a strategy that you pick over and over again.
about evidence that isn't up to interpretation, like being caught copying videos, photoshopping broker statements, setting proof.
It's bizarre to, in my opinion, it's crazy to me. Just due to the profession that I've been in for so many years, that this many people would fake out documents. And like, don't get me wrong, I'm in the profession that I'm in because of certain things like this, where incidents do happen because of people pulling crap. But wow, like, I didn't think that people were this bold to pull up completely fake statements in front of this many people, this many eyeballs. Because then there's channels like this that you eventually start to get exposed, because either which way we want to look at it, this is making money. A drama farming algorithm. So the scammers keep scamming, and then the anti-scammers talk about scammers, which I'm fine with it or whatever. I like talking about scammers. because they blow my mind, because I just don't understand what is going on in their head that makes them think that they're never going to get caught, or that people won't start to see through what they're trying to pull. Some of these people do seem to be upfront. I mean, it sounds like they're playing right in your face. One gentleman over here, I watched him do a video on, will say it, I make a ton of money selling courses. I'm a multi-millionaire off of mentorships and videos and courses. Like, I'm no dummy. I could easily imagine making money this way. I could see why it's so popular, because it's preying upon people that are trying to earn money, and they think that you have this golden ticket and they're willing to pay you this whatever amount of money. And what happens is there's power in numbers. So if you can get, I think it's all also like extremely heavy marketing. They're extremely excellent marketers. So if you look, I love this slide that we're on right now, because he essentially has all of the subscriber counts like right above their heads. So if you think about it, all that has to happen is at a certain percentile, and this is happening across all kinds of areas in YouTube, not just trading. School is a very popular community now where people are being funneled into, and all you need is a percentile of that subscriber base to subscribe to these things at a certain price a month, and you could be like a multi-millionaire off of that. Most people like forget about their subscriptions. They'll stay subscribed if they think they're getting some sort of value out of it, and they really may not be. Or people come and go because they have so many subscribers that what you do is really sustain like 10% of their subscriber base to be in these communities, these paid communities. And he has here, it says that they're stealing videos, that they don't have broker statements. It sounds like some of these people are like crypto pump and dumps. And back in the day, I did lose money in crypto like pump and dumps, because I was a very amateur trader then. Like, I barely had did any trades at that time. Like, I was just messing around on Robinhood, and I bought a bunch of crypto and ended up losing like $900 or something like that. So I'm sure one of these bros got their hands on it, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles when you're trading, right? These people also do private courses, and they live trade. This guy is saying that he steals all videos. No, this is crazy. Like, no broker statements, Photoshop things. Like, that's just wild to me.
Proof of crypto pump and dump videos to unlisted instead of private, and then privating them after I expose everything. The only ones who defend these people are the ones who already bought their courses and services and have to search their brain for a Armin cult members. Here's your leader from his verified personal account saying, "Thank you, man. This is gonna help you learn by failing over and over at, and by letting go of old beliefs. A big red flag is a channel that only uploads wins, extremely rare losses, or only losses that turn into wins. They do this."
Yeah, I could see how that's shady, where it's like you never ever lose, but that's not the case for a lot of these people. And then the problem is that they end up coming out that they've lost and that they were being dishonest.
You know by now, they're marketers and not profitable traders. Their YouTube channels are just platforms to sell products. So selective uploads gives beginners the impression that they know what they're doing. Which brings us to why almost all gurus don't live stream. And they'll give you every excuse possible as to why they don't. But keep in mind, they're not doing the alternative of proving competency through broker statements either. Live streaming would break the illusion to their followers, but it's more tricky than that. There are various ways to fake live streams, whether it be not making the running account balance very clear, secretly trading on a sim account and pretending it's live, or being like Matt and claiming that you made it all back off stream. Sure you did, instead of just starting a new top step evaluation since you're not funded and get free resets. Gurus don't live stream because it would show that they don't know how to trade, but live streaming in itself is full of frauds. You have the rare people who make it clear that they're still learning to trade and aren't selling it.
I guess you got to get good at this, because I wouldn't even know how to do that. How to fraudulently live stream and fake trade. I would be made an ass of. I feel like I would be caught immediately. Because I have no understanding of set up a fake account and then not care about your number. Like, I guess you can hide your number. I don't understand how people wouldn't know that it wasn't fake. I like that they wouldn't see that it's a sim account or something, or I guess they can like crop it in such a way. I'm so amateur that I haven't watched a ton of those videos because I didn't really want to get into those like people like live trading. I would try live trading. That sounds like it would be kind of fun because I do like going live. No idea how they would do that and how they would not get caught. Like, I just don't understand.
Anything, and you have people who use it to funnel people into paid private rooms and other products and services. Here's a picture of Patrick Wayland accidentally getting caught on stream being on a Top Step trial sim account while pretending to be actually making money back in 2019. Oh, but man, that's 4 years ago. Okay, here's him getting caught again less than a year ago pretending to be making money but being on a sim account. For those going, hey, you're with a prop firm too. Yes, I am, but I constantly make it clear that I'm not consistently profitable yet, and I pass an evaluation with Trade Day over the course of a month.
A lot of these guys trade with like prop firms or whatever, which I get. I was kind of confused about why you would do that too, but helping them trade and it makes them profitable as well. And then you can have your profits and not have to front any of the money. It seems like the scam is that most of the time they're not going to let you in, or you have to try like multiple times to get through their tests, and their tests are like hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And then once you do get through, if you quote unquote blow the account, you get like all these fees and stuff, which I'm not sure how much all those fees and stuff are. And they're obviously not going to let you blow it past a certain amount, it sounds like. And they just completely deactivate you. And I'm sure, I guess like that's what's called blowing the account.
While live streaming and saying it was an evaluation. I'm currently funded, and maybe I'll fail and have to try again. In fact, it's incredibly likely that that will happen. Learn about in the video in the top right. Claiming transparency is a huge red flag because people see it and go, oh cool, they're real, without actually thinking to themselves, wait a minute, no they're not. They're completely hiding their actual trading performance.
If you're new to this, you're not going to understand it, because like if I didn't start to go into the scam hole, I wouldn't have known half the things now that I know. Because like before, don't get me wrong, there's been times where, especially when I was like into my real estate phase, when I was trying to buy my property in Florida, I got knee deep in the real estate area, and like every area kind of has like their fraudulence or whatever, and you can start to see the pattern in every single area. Again, in the quote unquote manifestation, that is terrible for fraudulence. I can see that trading is terrible for fraudulence. I can see that self-help is terrible for fraudulence, and just marketing in general. It's like marketing to show marketing, and that's how you make money. You have like a marketing thing to show how to market to other market. It's like scheme, like an MLM or something. I don't know what to call.
As for Carmen, he's very upset that I leaked his paid Discord server member count of almost 14,000 members as of November 2023, equating to over $5 million in revenue from beginners who paid to learn how to draw there. Because unless you have a fully automated algorithm, that mean nothing on their own. Many gurus viewing the guru's course teaching you how to trade that they say isn't financial advice, and the plus commissions on every trade my signups took. Me, guess what happens if you deposit money in an offshore broker and then they don't let you withdraw it, they disappear, or they go bankrupt?
Yeah, that's awful. If you are watching somebody and they promote like an offshore broker and you have no idea what you're doing, and you put in like all this bread and all of a sudden they disappear and you're out your money.
Millions of dollars they've made off of their followers isn't enough to afford doing it themselves. Lead funnels refer to free books, courses, newsletters, or services that are basically just designed to get you to buy something from the seller later. It's a common marketing tactic in many industries, especially trading. And if you really think about it, all YouTube videos by gurus who sell something are just lead.
It's in every community. It's okay. So like, for example, like the book selling community and the book community, it's the same thing. Like every single community has this level of fraudulence in it. This is going to be another one that I saw that I was kind of shocked about.
Use the top trading influencers as the encapsulation of everything wrong with day trading education, a funnel for frauds and scammers, and a major contributor to the failure rate of beginners. Because when you give this guy a platform to trick people into thinking that he knows what he's talking about or that he can actually trade, they believe it, deposit their money in an account for him to trade, and then they're left with nothing after he loses it all. After the
this gentleman is putting up all these fraudulent people on his platform. Let's see here.
PT influencer was based on appearing like a successful trader, but we confirmed with the broker that months and months of the trades he posted were all just selectively uploaded wins using a sim account. This is not up to debate. The order IDs confirm everything, and you can learn more about both him and Casper in this video after. This interview is still up for new traders to find and then be funneled into a $5,000 course, which is even more despicable because it's for ICT concepts that are all available to learn for free online.
And I log on this Discord room I'm in, and these people are talking about fair value gaps. I was like, what's a fair value gap? And they're like, oh, dude, price likes to go and draw towards them, and they react off these levels. And I was like, really? Let me see this thing. So they sent me this indicator that painted like every single fair value gap on your chart. And I was noticing, I was like, dude, the precision on this is like insane.
Ask yourself why this 100% accurate fair value gap indicator is available for anyone to use for free if it actually works. You will never pay for anything in trading once you realize how silly it is to think that a free indicator has an edge on its own, but we'll cover that soon. Some of the advice related to the mental side of trading can be quite good. But wow, isn't it crazy how all the self-proclaimed successful traders start posting pictures of expensive cars and homes only after they start selling mentorships and courses?
It's very much so across the board with this.
So I can't even imagine what they normally talk about if this is one of the best and most captivating parts. Thankfully, many are waking up with replies like this that say, truly sad, biggest nonsense I've ever heard. So Iqbal responds with a Joker clapping with a caption that says, cool story bro, which stopped being funny when I was in 5th grade, and I graduated college 2 years ago. So that was received exactly how you'd expect with a 1 to 20 risk-reward ratio. Hey, maybe he should listen to his podcast advice and make sure his next reply is a winner. How about that? Let's take a look at an even better example of what trading influencers and beginners think is good advice. Almost like their lack of profitability and what they believe is good advice is somehow correlated, huh? Almost like when you're not profitable, you should be questioning whether the advice you're following makes sense. Trading signal sellers will tell you that what I'm about to say is wrong, but that's only because it proves that their services and products are useless. This table here is called time and sales, and it updates every time a trade is taken in real time. Most of you are used to it being displayed like this. How about a moving average? When you take a practically unlimited amount of data and constrict it to such a major simplification like a candle, of course there will be patterns. They sell right before they rug pulled everyone and kept the money. No, they didn't change the rules to continue operations with some form of compensation or ability for the traders to still get their payouts. No, there were no refunds.
At the same time, however, going into April, I was approached by Omar Paladin, and they would let me know that they were going to be launching a prop firm.
They scammed.
There's like a lot of scams that seem to be going on in the actual trading platforms too, where you have the ability to lose your money if you end up getting involved in these things. So it's almost like best to keep to yourself. It seems getting involved in all this can land you in a lot of trouble.
Be automated, aka something that doesn't require discretion to work. Do you think I'd be stupid enough to sell it? No. Just a few seconds about me to prevent some comments. I'm now.
Well, yeah, I think he gives all this stuff for free. I should look at his stuff and see what he says.
On 4 consecutive months of consistent prop firm payouts totaling $9,200.
I enjoy that he, gives that away for free. Just like all the stuff that I'm going to post. Hopefully it helps somebody. Like, again, if you want to listen to some relaxing story times about trading to like soak your subconscious before you fall asleep so you become more calm during your trade. That's really what that's focused around.
But I'm not consistently profitable. I only trade on the side, and that money is awesome, but it's not even minimum wage after accounting for the true hours that went into it. I've been to my funded futures because they're by far the most cost-effective firm, and it's not even close. But read the review on my.
He made like $9,000 off of that, and the thing is also too, what you need to remember with this is the taxes. Like that means that I'm assuming around 20% of that gets swiped off the top once he goes to withdraw that. So he didn't really truly make that much money. He's going to have to turn it in, some of it.
My website to see which of the multiple trading plans is best for you. That's only low for trading influencers that we feel like we should celebrate and praise them for doing what's expected, for doing the bare minimum, or anything. That's insane. And it confirms
people are just out here funneling to their services and not really. And don't get me wrong, it seems like there's people that benefit from these. I'm sure people are copying other people, and that's a starter place to do that. And obviously it's easy to learn from videos, but then I guess it can get like out of control if you keep clicking on too many videos and having like 500 strategies from all these people. And then now knowing what we know, if most of them are fraudulent, who knows if their strategies are even that good because they're not technically making any money. I saw this kid before I ever even like attempted to trade, kind of, because my account for Charles just got opened in February, where I funded it in the beginning and I let it sit there for a while, and I opened up other accounts and kind of just let them sit there and didn't make any moves. I kind of just stared at stuff for months and listened to stuff. And this gentleman I did run
of a now deleted video by Justin Werlein, where he admitted that he's never made money from trading and is a
I do believe he may have been one of the kids I watched, and I was like, damn, they're making all this money. And I'm like over here trying to figure this out, and he figured it out, and he's like 20, but he's like scamming people. So what ends up happening with a lot of these people that I feel like some type of way about, if I look back at how they've earned their money, like a lot of them are scamming if they're from YouTube. YouTube.
I'm around net break even. The majority of money I made trading over the past 5 years has been lost. I have not made $700,000. However, I immediately downloaded the video, which means that Justin gets to join Danny's trades and the Trading Geek in my collection of deleted videos. But before I play this and react to it, understand this. Justin admitted that he's not profitable, and he's been selling courses and mentorships.
He says he hasn't made 700,000, but what's concerning is he never posted how much he made. And I will say the video that I saw like many months ago was this video right here, where how I reprogrammed myself to make 715K. I saw that and I was like feeling bad about myself. But like, look, it's fake. And it's kind of weird to see that come full circle, because at some point I was thinking about trading, but this was even, I think I saw this even before I considered trading, like when, like the self-help improvement, like trying to earn money in different ways, I saw it. So it's just a very kind of like full circle
On how to trade for years. In fact, it's still linked in his bio and he has no plans to change that according to the video. The only thing more stupid than buying a course or mentorship is buying something from an ICT trader. And the only thing more stupid than that is buying something from an exposed ICT trader. We'd be paid for years, use that money to buy a mansion and all the toys you could...
My wealth is knowing that I've had the privilege to be able to share this with you. I don't want any of the credit. He's picked me up like a pen, and I've submitted myself to him, and the things that you've learned came from him. That's the truth. It came right from him. So yeah, there's a still live voice, and yes, I heard it, and it spoke to me a lot in my life.
Yeah.
That individual, I think he was saying, earned like all his money. I think the dude actually said it, not Iman. The gentleman said, I earned all of my money, like most of it doing teaching. And like teaching, it seemed like on sim accounts, like the person like didn't really earn that kind of money.
No.
Trading.
Oh, sure. Go ahead and pray for forgiveness to make yourself feel...
And they say, what's the difference between trading on a sim account and trading on a real account is that, and I've heard this a lot, even in like the self-help, if people mention the trading area in there, like as a quote unquote win for why they are successful with the self-help or the manifestation, it's as if like they have rewired their mind. They have figured something out. Doing this thing brought them to the next level, and they figured out how to do trading. If you trade in a sim account, it's not the same emotional commitment. You may not make those same trades. They would use trading as this example of, oh, this person felt a certain type of way and they were in their sim account and they were trading and they made all this money. They made millions of dollars in their sim account. But because they weren't sure, they didn't believe in themselves, when they got into the live account, the trading was not the same. So how does that work? You will not probably make the same trades always that you would potentially make in a sim account. You may be more inclined to react differently in a live account. In a sim account, you might move more freely and not care about what the outcome would be because you know that it's not real. While in a real account, you may hesitate. I'm not saying that if you're an experienced trader that you wouldn't set your in and out, but that's not to say that you would react the same way sim versus real.
Better. But don't delude yourself into thinking that you know what his plan is if you assume he has a plan for you. It's
another thing in the community too. I've made videos on this on my one channel where it's like, God told me to do this, or I was led by God, or I had this inner voice speak to me, and anybody can have that. And it just seems like if you start folding this into that, you start diluting your message. And it's a shame because like if you want to bring your religion into it, go off. But a lot of people don't necessarily always believe in that or want to talk about that or want to attribute anything to that. And it feels fraudulent, as if like you're trying to use God as the buffer between you and the fraudulence.
the fake trading guru who made all his money from selling mentorships and courses. Oh yeah. God has a plan. What about God's plan with all the people you scammed?
Because I was prideful and I thought that that number was real, and I would program myself to believe so. And I was so fearful of what people would think. But I've gone to...
Did you hear what he said? I programmed myself to believe that. That is that talk that I use it too. But to somebody that's not in that community or knows what the hell you're talking about, I was like, what do you mean you programmed yourself to believe that? Oh, you basically convinced yourself of a lie is what that means.
To a point where I don't care anymore.
Oh, you're so brave. You're so brave for making this. There's something about people who are just slobbering all over themselves because they're acting like they've made some type of incredible introspective realization. You're so smart and brave, and wow, you're so amazing for making this video, and wow, what a journey. What a journey. So brave. Look at you coming to these brave conclusions.
Care to really, number one, serve God, and I care to serve the people that watch me. And I know that I can't be the best leader that I can possibly be, and I can't be the best trader that I can possibly be. I can't be the best friend, and I can't be the best servant that I can possibly be if I'm not honest. And I have learned so much, and me being able to record this video is something I have wanted to do for so long that has kept me from
this. You fucking scammed people, and he's making this video like, I'm so proud of myself for making this video. It's held me back. Ah, what a relief. Fuck you. What?
I get it. It's frustrating. Like, you lied in everybody's faces. You played in our face, and you're like, my bad, sorry. God told me to do it. Bye. I'm gonna keep playing.
If you're break even after 5 years, trading didn't change your life. You worked a full-time job for nothing in return. What you meant to say was being a fake guru changed your life.
And again, not just in monetary, even though, again, monetary, it's helped me, but not...
That's one thing I don't want to do is be like a fake guru, a furu. I don't care if it takes me like 5 years to figure this out or whatever. I'm in it to win it. I don't care. I'm not going to pretend I'm somebody that I'm not. I like the hustle and figuring it out and trying to understand it and getting good at stuff. It's for me, it's like really phony to do this stuff. Like, it's so disingenuous, and I don't understand how people can do it and like gaslight the shit out of people. I don't know how internally people can do it. It's probably because I was programmed to feel guilty about that kind of stuff. Like, I grew up Catholic, and my grandmother hammered into me trying to always do the right thing, and she would use guilt as one of those mechanisms to be able to achieve whatever, programming they want to put into you. But so I feel guilty scamming people and like trying to pull money off of people where it's not deserved. And it's weird. Like, unless you've provided them something of honesty, like, they're trying to learn how to trade from you, and you're teaching them how to trade, but you're not profitable. That's crazy.
An insane amount. But what it has truly helped me...
This is what happens when you half-ass an apology video and haven't quite figured out yet just how much you want to admit about being a failed trader. Is that he'll go from saying things like, the money I made was a lie, I'm break even, I've lost the money I made in the past 5 years, to then saying how the money he's made from trading has helped a little bit. Well, which one is it? Did you make money or not? And if you're mixing those two things up at the same time, it means the worst one is true, which means you didn't make money. The money you made from trading was actually from He has your soul, because you can do whatever you want and commit every sin as long as you ask for forgiveness. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. You'll live forever.
Is to understand the relationship, doing this for any other truths and glorify himself. And God was seeking a man after his own heart. And God always seeks that.
Yes, new year, new me. Guess what? You're still a loser that's broke.
Villager news here.
Villager news.
It looks like Artie wasn't making enough money from trading tutorials that don't work and went through a true fake guru motivational life coach phase. Let's take a look at some of these and not laugh with him, but laugh at him. He is a 100% fraud with a history of scamming proved in this video here. And with me today is a special guest.
I don't know this gentleman. I may have seen like 1 or 2 videos of him, but I don't remember.
I wonder what the Stoics would think of scamming people out of all their money.
If you want to learn to become more stoic, I would like you to start learning about Stoicism and the philosophy.
Guys, if you want to learn more about the Industrial Revolution, I recommend you learn about the Industrial Revolution. I think that would really help.
Here are a few of the greatest philosophers and Stoics and my favorite quotes from these people. If you are the smartest person in the room, then you are in the wrong room. The concept behind this is to surround yourself with people that have more intellect than you.
So for Artie, that's just anywhere.
I can't.
of people giving us his personal interpretations of stoicism and stoicism related quotes. The quotes are great, Artie is not. Remember that as we go through this.
Try this with your spouse or significant other. Stay silent, but listen and stay engaged. When they tell you something, ask them questions about that thing. How did that make you feel? Then what did you do? You can get through an entire conversation with a spouse with like 8 sentences, and they will love you deeper than they've ever loved you before because they feel like you are actively listening to.
It's because you are, if you truly mean it and that's what you're doing, that's because you are listening
them and being engaged in their life.
Yeah, it seems like active listening because that's literally called active listening. Come on, let me hear that again.
This is going to be one of the most important videos that I've made because they feel like you are actively listening to them and being engaged in their life.
Okay, yeah, they feel like you're actively listening because you literally just described active listening. That's what it's called. It's something. I only know about this because I was planning on becoming a therapist.
Don't care what other people think. I'm going to do the things that my intellect told me are the best strategies and options for me to have the most successful life.
This is a really good time to show a video right after this.
Welcome everybody. My name is Artie. I'm the CEO of the Coins Loop project. This is the first time ever that we're publicly stating the potential earnings that investors can make when investing in the Coins Loop project. And then one person built a taller building instead of them just working on
everything that he did. And he was like, well, you know, some people try to build buildings and other people just try to tear them down. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm tearing your building down by telling people what you did and there's proof of it. Oh my God, this is crazy. I'm so glad we watched this one.
Stay in your lane and build your own building. Don't focus on anyone else. Our life is where our thoughts.
Yeah, don't focus on anyone else. I would say that too if there was a guy who was exposing all the frauds and I was a fraud. Man, that just makes this so much better.
I think all pessimistic people should just be punched in the face simultaneously right now. If you're
Yeah, I can get behind that. But like, what's up with this shirt? Just arrows spiraling out of where his nipple is? I guess so.
Life is beautiful. The sun is shining. The sky is blue. The grass is green. Be positive, please. It's never too late to become what you might have been. You know it deep down inside that you want to be that person. You are sick and tired of being the miserable schmuck that you are now. You're tired of laying on the couch consuming Netflix and just wasting your life away. So why not start right now? Why not, instead of thinking one day I'll do it? Why not pick today?
All right, I've picked today to start uploading on this channel, making fun of Artie and all the other fake gurus. All right, thank you for the motivation.
And last but not least, we suffer more in our imagination than in our reality. So many people have this problem where they know that a bad thing will happen, but that bad thing won't happen for, let's say, 30 days. Like, they have to pay their mortgage in 30 days, but they don't have enough money right now. So they spend the next 30 days suffering and in pain and anxiety about that thing that's to come, versus doing the things in order to solve the issue in the time given to you. Instead of dwelling on the negative, becoming more depressed, more anxious, whatever, you could focus on being positive and actually take action steps in order to fix the problem.
Look, the analogy here might be good, but we also just have to comment how funny it is when a millionaire tells you to basically not worry about your mortgage.
I'll order 3 filet mignons when I go to dinner and not even bat an eye at it.
Rich guy tells...
If you know that this person is like a multi-millionaire,
entire month of your life in stress and anxiety.
Why stress about, think about...
There are literally people out there that live in suffering, pain, and anxiety in their imagination for the next year, worrying about who's going to be president next. Who cares?
Self-help manifestation stuff reminds me of Neville Goddard talk, not letting the imagination control the reality, where, you know, you just let it run away and act however, and you're not in control of your own imagination.
Know where I'm supposed to go to vote. Don't care. I'm in. You have the civic duties. If you're American... Team Artie. Artie has been forgiven from his sins and from all of the money that...
Mentally, give it one of these, like, shut the control yours. You are in control of everything.
All right, what
I accidentally recorded the reaction cam with the wrong camera, so my apologies for that. What we're about to watch together is the apology video from the trading geek that he released after he got exposed for being a fraud by me. Why? Because he deleted this. So it'd be a real shame if we, you know...
This dude snipes the videos quickly.
Reacted. I'm going to play the entire recording, you know, with my reaction, because that's fair use. You know that? Yeah, don't do that again. All right, that's your only warning, buddy.
I'm a fraud, and I copy other YouTubers' videos. I'm sure by now most of you have watched this YouTube video that says that I'm fraud.
What?
And I copy other YouTubers' videos. I'm attacked constantly by the people in the comments of my YouTube videos and even people from my own Discord server, my own tribe.
Don't you hate when you...
Wait, what?
You commit crime and then people are mean to you?
When most people are put in a situation just like this, they'll start getting angry and pissed off and start blaming Iman for making that video.
Who the hell's Iman?
But no, I choose to remain calm, professional, and most
I can't.
importantly, logical. As a tribe leader, I'm here to take full responsibility for my actions. I'm not here to defend myself, I'm here to tell you the truth. I've uploaded at least one YouTube video every
Just keep that in mind. I'm not here to defend myself. We still got like 7 minutes left. Something doesn't add up there.
single week without fail for the past 1 year. And that's why I'm one of the fastest growing trading YouTubers out there right now, because of my consistency in my uploading of videos and also the way I simplify trading in these videos. I record videos.
Oh, shoot. Wait, or is he saying that he'll just... I see what he means. I mean, a lot of people do this on YouTube. I will say, again, it's not...
Because we are all all one big trading community. And
that's an insane take. Wow. The hurdles that his little mind had to jump through to come to that conclusion to justify his actions. Every video that you create is stolen from someone else, and then a little YouTuber pops up who steals all of your videos, and you're like, do you see me getting mad at him for that? No, because we're all a community. Yeah, because what would you even say? Hey, quit copying my videos? You can't copy everyone else's videos and then get mad at someone else for copying your videos. It's not some stoic community-based reason for not calling out Little Panda Forex.
I understand that we are all here to help traders. We all have the same mission.
No, you and everyone else want to sell your trading course. That is not the same goal as the people who watch your videos.
so why not do it together? Now, I want you to go attack Little Panda right now and comment, oh, you are a fraud for copying.
Okay, I do. I do want you to do that. People who steal should have consequences. They should get called out. They should be held accountable for what they do. Obviously, the Trading Geek doesn't want you to do that because then you'd have to do the same thing to him. Imagine that, a guy who steals thinks it's okay
I mean, all you have to do is just give credit where credit's due.
to steal. Huh.
it and let it end with me. So like I said, a lot of popular YouTubers, they do the same thing, right? What they do is that they find what video...
No, they don't. People don't just... Oh my god. Oh, it's so crazy that you can't even react. You try to say something to break apart how stupid it is, and your brain just goes...
Videos are popular or trending right now, and then create their own version of it. You will never ever see me copy like word for word for like one whole video from other videos.
I put a video in my response to this that proved that wrong.
I always try to rephrase it so that the entire video not only flows well, but it also is easy to understand for my viewers. Further using my own words. So sometimes I'll get like a video idea from other videos and then make my own script out of that particular video idea. So I will usually spend about 3 hours writing my own script, and each one of my videos takes a few days to make, from scripting, editing, and making a thumbnail, and just like planning the whole video, etc.
Oh my god.
Anyone who truly knows me will know that I'm a man of honor and integrity. I really believe in death before dishonor.
Damn. Why are you still here?
So if you have watched the video calling me a fraud, you'll notice that he used clips from my videos rather than like the entire video because he's not able to find a full video where I just copy completely from the start to the end.
Again, I proved that wrong. Part of the reason he
Oh
deleted
my
his apology is
God.
probably out of embarrassment, since I absolutely destroyed it.
Now, I'm sorry for copying others, but that does not make me a fraud. I have never ever scammed anyone.
What?
I have never ever scammed anyone. I have never ever forced someone to buy my course. I always say that
I have never broken into someone's house, held them at knife point, and forced them to go online and buy the trading blueprint. I have never forced anyone to...
impersonating me. There's like a lot of fake Instagram accounts that will message you and ask you how's the trading, and then they will talk about how you should YouTuber.
I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see if he tries to do a little copyright strike on this video.
And most importantly, a better tribe leader. Every single
Ew.
I was gonna say, please don't copyright strike anything I'm doing.
So
I'm
fucking
gonna try to cut
embarrassing.
this down
Imagine calling
before
yourself a
it's
tribe
really-
leader. No, I know
I
most
want
of you
it to
just
be
threw up a
fair
little bit, but
use.
think about that just a little more. Yuck! Ew, yuck!
I make it because it will help you out. It will help you become a better trader and change your life. So
I
going
know.
forward, I'm gonna change the way I make my videos and how I get my video ideas.
Going forward, I'm going to change the way I make my videos. So right after I exposed the Trading Geek and all that stuff, the very next thing that he posted on his channel was this. This was the next thing he did. All right.
This is like, who knows? These people have a lot of money. They might have people editing their videos for them, and they'll just be like, oh, you know, use that. And they all start copying off of one another. It's again, it's nothing new. They do this in every community. They do it in the shopping community. They do it in, I'm in so many YouTube communities. You gotta be quick to get by me at this point.
Video where I would say, 7 years ago, our fathers brought forth upon this continent a new nation, conceived in liberty and dedicated to the secret.
Oh my gosh. I'm going to end with that one because that one was really funny. I hope you all enjoyed this video and this reaction and found it entertaining as I did. This was really funny, and it just gives you a little bit of illumination on this community and the pitfalls and scams and fraudulence that could potentially be taking place with your money if you're not careful with it. And if you think that it's going to be a get rich quick scheme or somebody's promising that, it's probably going to be one of those situations where if it sounds too good to be true, then it probably is. And it's a shame that all of these kids have been coming out as scammers, basically, unfortunately. So it pops that little bit of a bubble where maybe they aren't really just trading and getting millions of dollars and buying these Lambos in like 6 months. Maybe that's a little bit of a stretch for a lot of these, and there's not many folks that do that. There is that survivorship bias where there probably are some folks that do get to that level very quickly, but it's not commonplace. And for anybody to promise that to you or to make you seem like you're going to be able to achieve that extremely quickly with small amounts of money, and you're just going to be able to turn them into large amounts of money quickly, probably isn't going to be the case. So use your intuition and power of discernment when you are dealing with any of these YouTube trading gurus, if you will. Everybody seems to be selling something, and no matter what they're selling, there's always going to be some sort of kickback. Even myself, I have my links to all of my sites down below that if you clicked on it, you would be getting, like, I don't know, some cash into your account, like some free stocks or something. And then I would get some free stocks. I don't even know the specifics with each one of them, but there are different things where it's not just that like low level refer a friend thing. You can start to become an affiliate for different companies. And then obviously they can be like a partner with you, or they can run ads on your channel. And then clearly if they do like some sort of partnership with you and all of your subscribers get on their network or what have you, trade on their platform, all of the money that they probably put in for, if like it's a prop firm, they probably get a percentile of that onboarding fee or whatever, or the form fee or the test fee or whatever may have you. And it seems like if you end up losing, it profits them as well. So just keep that in mind, that if you sign up for this and you're actually losing money and you continue to pay the prop firm, they're going to still continue to make money. And if you are making money, you're continue to earning the money. So either which way, it's a win-win situation, and the house is the prop firm always seems to be winning, and the influencer, which is selling these different things to you, is also the house, and they're also always winning as well. So it's very clear to me that that's what's going on at this point. I didn't get a chance to play the other gentleman's, but maybe I'll do another video reacting to his later. All right, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video, and until the next time, happy trading, everybody.